How's it going, guys? Tash here for another Can You Game On It? As you can see here, this is not the studio. We're back at my house with the webcam setup, with the microphone, with the streaming setup, because Malaysia is currently back in CMCO, which is like a partial lockdown per se because the coronavirus has been pretty bad. And I really miss the studio and shooting in the studio, as well as Calvin, because I like trolling him with my really bad puns. But the upside of working from home is it's business up here, but down here, woohoo! We down here wearing pajama pants. Alright guys, so for this week's episode of Can You Game On It, we have the Samsung Galaxy S20 FE. Ooh, so I'm sure you guys are wondering, didn't we already review that? Yes, we did! But before you ask more questions, do the intro. Alright guys, I'm sure you guys are all curious as to what makes this phone different than the original Samsung Galaxy S20. Well, this one is basically the same phone with one major upgrade and a little bit of minor downgrades. So let's talk about the major upgrade first. The Samsung Galaxy S20, the original one, ran on the Exynos 990 chip, which is Samsung's most powerful chip by far. But there is another chip out in the market that is better, I'm sure you guys know, which is the Snapdragon 865. Now, for those in the US, they already enjoy Samsung phones with the Snapdragon 865, but for those of us around the world, we ain't getting that. So, because of that, Samsung was like, you know what? We want people to experience it too. So on this one, yes, it comes with the Snapdragon 865 chipset as well as 5G. Okay, so a few downgrades that I've noticed for this phone especially is the back here. So in the original S20, it does come with I think it was a glass back, but for this one, it's plastic, including the chassis. So while it does look beautiful, this one is in lavender, but honestly, it looks more pink. But I don't know, I dig it. As you can tell, pink is my favorite color. Okay, so now, can you game on it? Well, obviously you can, because this is a top-of-the-line phone with 8GB of RAM and 256GB of internal storage, which means you have a lot of space, a lot of memory to run the game. But how does it go? Okay, so first of all, let's talk about the graphics. So for games that require something a little bit more heavy, such as Asphalt 9, PUBG Mobile, as well as Genshin Impact, those games are able to run on highest frame rates and highest settings, no problem at all. The phone did get a little bit warm, but nothing that is so hot that makes me super alarmed. Even Mobile Legends is able to run on high FPS. So graphically, everything is stunning because of the really nice AMOLED display. Everything is very crisp and very sharp, and paired with the high FPS. Yes, this phone does come with a 120Hz display, but unfortunately not a lot of games can be paired with that. You're not exactly gonna see like a huge improvement over, the S20. Okay, now let's talk about the sound. So the sound for this phone is a little bit disappointing to me because I've personally felt that the original S20 and Note 20's speakers sounded better in my opinion. It just had that nice body, nice oomph. The bass actually feels very, very pleasant. And it's quite loud too. Now for this one, it is loud, I'll give you that. It's very, very loud, which I really enjoy. But the thing is, the sound kind of sounds hollow. It sounds kind of like sharp on high notes, and it doesn't have that nice body. So if you're gonna listen to music on speakers, it's not the best. However, when you use it for gaming, it's actually really great. You don't really notice that so much because it's not a big deal, because in gaming, you don't need to worry about bass or sound or vocals. It's just straight up the sound of the game. Now let's talk about the battery for this phone. For this phone, it does come with a 4500 milliamp battery, which is great. I feel like it is not too big, not too small, which also results in the perfect sizing phone. And on top of that, if you're worried about how fast this one's gonna charge, it does come in the box. It does come with a 25 watt fast charger. So definitely in terms of like charging and stuff, you're not gonna have a problem because you're not gonna take up too much time. Now let's talk about the battery drain. So this phone does come with a smart sort of like display, which means that if your phone doesn't really utilize 120 Hz, it will just use a lower FPS and it will continue to, change it up and change it down to conserve battery. So an hour of gaming on this phone took about around like a 26 to 27% of battery, which is not so bad. I was playing Genshin Impact as well as PUBG Mobile and Asphalt 9, which all ran on 60 FPS. I didn't really get a chance to play with any games that really utilizes 120 Hz. There are some games out there, but I don't think the battery drain would be that bad. Alright, so the golden question of the day. Can you game on the Samsung Galaxy S20 FE? Heck yeah, you can! And honestly, for a phone that's already 5G ready with the best chipset on the market, the price is currently around 3K plus, and if you're gonna be using this phone for the next 2 years or so, I highly recommend it if you don't mind the plastic back, that is. Personally for me, I don't mind the back because I'm a huge fan of the color pink. It does come in a lot of nicer colors than the original one because it's more fun and funky, and I feel like it really suits us youth.
Haha, Tash, you called yourself a youth. You don't realize that you just had a birthday and you're just so old now.
Shut up, internal self. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys are staying safe out there. Please let us know what you guys want to see on the next episode and if you'll get this phone. I'm Tash. Please stay safe, wash your hands, and wear a face mask because I'm gonna go and play Genshin Impact on this. Oh, it's gonna be so exciting! Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Ah, such comforting music.